Well, welcome to this Friday, the 22nd of October's Staying Connected. I'm the Very Reverend Anne Mills, the Dean at Holy Trinity Cathedral in Parnell. Well, as you know, this weekend is Labour weekend, but as well as it being Labour weekend, we here at Holy Trinity Cathedral celebrate the 4th anniversary of the cathedral's consecration. And we thank Bishop Ross for being willing to preach on Sunday as we acknowledge and give thanks for the completion, life and ministry of this place. And who would have imagined then on that day of consecration 4 years ago that we today would find ourselves in the midst of a global pandemic that has caused so much disruption and uncertainty. Yet, in the midst of this disruption, we have much to learn and much work to do as individuals and as faith communities. I have been reminded this week of the words of Isaiah 40. They echo for me the reality of our own need to trust and rely on God and God's promises and teachings. As we catch a glimpse of the United Nations Climate Change Conference in Glasgow, the COP26, and reflect on our own season of creation, Isaiah 40 reminds us of our responsibility to be good stewards of the creation we are part of. And as we have heard a lot over the past weeks from many environmental experts and others, we just have to stop talking about this and do something meaningful about it. As a Christian, I'm challenged by this, and I believe we all need to find ways we can respond intentionally and effectively to this cry in both small and larger ways, and not leave it to someone else. A great challenge and an opportunity. I've also drawn particular strength from verse 31 of Isaiah 40, which reads, "But those who wait for the Lord shall renew their strength. They shall mount up with wings like eagles. They shall run and not be weary. They shall walk and not faint." The Cathedral Council and Cathedral Resources Board, as you know, have and continue to work tirelessly on our sustainability through the significant financial effects for this cathedral during this lockdown. One of the sad realities is that as the lockdown continues, our ability to gather in large numbers as we approach the busiest and financially most viable 6 or 8 weeks of the year grows less and less likely. As chair of the Resources Board, Robert Payne said in his letter to the cathedral community in the last couple of weeks, this not only impacts us significantly now, but also into next year. Sadly, one of the impacts of this is that we have had to go through a restructure process with our staff team, which has meant further reduction in their hours and has resulted in Vivian Dietrichs, our part-time kitchen cleaner, and Merle Abbott, PA to the Dean and Parish Secretary positions being disestablished. This has been a difficult time, and we hope we can acknowledge their significant contributions and ministry at an appropriate time. This will mean reduction in what the staff and office can do, and I ask your patience and consideration as we navigate these turbulent and challenging waters over the next few months. From next week, there will only be one midweek evening prayer offered on a Wednesday evening at 6 p.m. Also a reminder that next Sunday, the 31st of October, we will celebrate All Souls at our 10 a.m. service, a time to remember those who have died and to give thanks for their lives. We will in this service remember those whose funerals we have conducted in the cathedral this year, and if you would like anyone else remembered, please can you get their names to Reverend Ivetza Gregoric at ivetza@holytrinity.org.nz before next Wednesday, the 27th of October. So until next time, until next week, may God bless you and keep you. May God make his face to shine upon you and bring you peace. Amen.